Easy people, welcome back to the channel. Today's video, or once again discussion, we're going to talk about skill-based matchmaking. I'm sure most of you know what this is. This is where they look, or the game looks at your level and then tries to match you up around the world with people that are on the same skill as you, instead of looking for the best connection. That is, in regards to lag, and we're going to keep that aside for the time being. So keep the lag side completely out of the equation. If you can see, the people that are moaning the most about skill-based matchmaking are guys who have got high KDs in previous titles, and their main problem is it's dropping. You've got guys who were 3.0 KD now dropped down to 1.5, etc, etc. I'll just put forward a case of Wings of Redemption, for example. This guy had a 3 KD in, was it Modern Warfare 3? Black Ops 2 came out, and then if you go back to his videos, for example, he is moaning big time about how skill-based match isn't working, and that his KD has dropped down to 2.0 because he's playing against players that are on his level. Now, I may be wrong here, but I can't understand why people want to go online and be able to beat people easy. People call themselves gamers, and the fundamental thing about gaming is you always want to play it against the best. You could say you're a casual gamer. Okay, we go with this, you're a casual gamer. If you're a casual gamer, that won't change. Your score will still be lower than a top player's score. So you'll never come against the top players. So you're still playing in the same logical step of a casual player. However, these players who are playing this for 10 odd hours a day, they are moaning because they can't join your lobbies. Now, I see some of, not his fanboys, that's out of order, because the guy, I'm not going to mention his name, I agree with him on 90% of the subjects he puts on his videos. However, this subject, he's talking about how he's one of the best players and that he feels like he's lost out on 4 years of practice. Well, you can't feel that way because this is a new game. It's very well saying, okay, we've done the last 4 CODs, they're all the same, we want a change, and then moan when the change comes into place. Hopefully, I'm coming across and making sense. These thoughts are just running in my head at this moment in time. But, the guy saying he's played the series for 4 years, and this series he's losing his KD. This isn't the case. He lost it in Black Ops 2. And then, I'm coming off the subject all completely again of people saying they don't like competitive play, yet they always mention Black Ops 2. That's the biggest competitive game in the Call of Duty series. So when they bring up an argument and even state that, straight away I think, what are you talking? Stop talking bollocks. And then they all mention, oh yeah, but they had skill-based matchmaking, but they dropped it. Yes, they dropped it near the end of its life. They failed to mention that part. The game was already out for 4 or 5 months when they dropped it. And if you then looked at that and looked at how many people were playing the public lobbies compared to league mode, there's more people playing league mode. But what do I know? I'm just an average bloke on YouTube. But it does make me chuckle when people say, oh, I'm only a casual gamer. Then if you look on their Twitter, they're banging on about how good their KD is. What? You're only a casual gamer. What does KD mean? KD means shit. Unless you play Team Deathmatch and Free-for-All. Now we go into another example of a person, again I'm not going to mention a name, a person is talking about skill-based matchmaking, complaining that he's losing KDs, or you know, losing his KD, and that he wants it taken out of the game. And there is a way around it. It's called, I think, back boosting, is it? Where the lowest person in your lobby hosts the match. Now, if you look at this person is then going onto these big YouTube's channels, what I do agree with, because I think it's bollocks, and then saying, oh, this gameplay doesn't mean anything, it's, you're playing against a bunch of noobs, da 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 da. Yet he's championing getting rid of skill-based matchmaking, so he can then kill the noobs. So I can't understand this logic of take skill-based matchmaking out the equation so I can kill noobs. No, fuck that. Seriously, fuck that. You play the game to, one, enjoy yourself, and two, to challenge yourself. We all do it. And, you know, like I said early on in the video, if you are a casual gamer, it doesn't matter how good your score is, if you've only got like 2 hours on this console, or on the console you're playing on PC, you will still play against the casual gamers. The only people that are bitching are the people that consider themselves good at the game, and they're moaning about their KDs. In my eyes, KD don't mean shit, and it really doesn't. I go into games and I always play the objective. I play, hardcore domination. That's my game type, and you always see me top of the leaderboard in regards to captures. And then, you know, I'm up there with kills every now and then, but you know, I'm getting there. But I'd just like to say that if you look at these people that are moaning, these are guys who will always state about their KD in previous games, and you've got to forget about that. We're on a new console, we're on a new fucking game. So all this shit about, oh, I used to be a KD on this KD doesn't matter, and this is what we've got to get into the community's head. And it wasn't bad on COD 4 and World at War, because people used to play to win the game. Now it's all about, I want to get all these kills, I want to get all this. No, fuck that. And I know this sounds bad, and I'm just keep on repeating myself, but this is what we've had to listen to, or I've had to listen to on Twitter, on YouTube videos, constantly. It's just, oh, it's all, the lag is caused just purely down to skill-based matchmaking. No, it's not. Black Ops 2 showed you that it wasn't just that, and you still got lag now. However many, 3 years ago that game came out, and you still got lag on it because they couldn't find the fundamental thing. Yes, they took skill-based matchmaking out, but that won't help the lag. I just, you know, I'm left scratching my head sometimes. Hopefully, you know, if you guys agree with me, you know, lovely jubbly, like the video. If you don't, make a valid comment as to why you don't, and leave a comment. If it's valid, you know, I'd have no problems with discussing it with you, because this is what YouTube's about. It's about interacting with one another. However, I do feel strongly on this matter. And if, you know, if I go into your videos and it turns out that you are one of these kill whores, I will pull you up on it. Because, you know, it's about time that we get the community back into the correct practice of, if you're playing a objective-based game, play the objective-based game. Play it. Don't fuck around and go for kills. But, nah, one of those. See, I've gone completely off what I was originally talking about, so I'm outie. Have a good one.
Enemy UAV online. Enemy care package incoming. Recon drone deployed. Alpha. Losing C. Alpha secure. Enemy taking A.
I couldn't even see him when he's below me. It was such a big bloody missile launcher.
Enemy taking Charlie. Losing C. We lost C. Enemy has Charlie. Enemy Goliath inbound. Enemy UAV online. Mission failed. Fall back, Sentinel.
Oh dear. That's right. That's all back. Props to